So today I thought I'd make kind of a different video and show y'all some of the more interesting canteens that I have in my military collection. As of right now, in my collection I've got 47 canteens, and all but one of them are like Korea, World War II, World War One. I think I've got one or two Korean, but like I said, most of them are World War II, and I got a little bit of World War One ones in my collection. But these are just some I thought that were kind of interesting for different reasons, and I thought I'd put them together for you and show you some good examples of maybe some things you can look for when you're out there looking to add canteens to your collection. And as of right now, like I said, I've got these 15 here, and I'm really excited to share them with you. I got my daughter here, Katie Marie, we call her K-Marie, and she likes helping Daddy from time to time. Does Daddy got a lot of military stuff? Do I have too much? I do. You can talk. She acts shy, but she's really not. But she likes to, shoot guns a little bit with me. Not any high power caliber, rifles or anything. But, I got a 22 that she shoots, and she shot my M1 carbine not too long ago. And, I just try to get my kids involved with history, I think that's a responsible thing to do as a parent, because obviously history is trying to be erased now. And there's just so much evil in the world and everything. We got to do our part as, parents to teach our kid about how grateful we need to be from all the sacrifice that took place to get us to where we are now. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to bring you in closer and show you these great canteens that I'm very fortunate to own. So let's go. All right, so here they are. Like I said, I've got 15 canteens here on the table of the 47 total that I own. And like I said, some of these have some pretty cool things going for them. And I'm just grateful, like I said, to be able to have these in my collection. I'm always looking to add more items to my military collection. And those of you that follow me know that I go on road trips and flea markets, antique stores, yard sales, estate sales, gun shows. I'm all over the place trying to find this stuff to help preserve history, which is very important. But anyways, I guess I'll start right here. This canteen is actually called a Calvary Canteen. Now there's another example right here. I'm actually going to put these two together. Let's do this. So I'll start with this one. You see it's got the leather strap there on it with the hook. Now this would have been, for horseback, cavalry soldiers, or this could have hung actually from like a Jeep or, another vehicle by the clamp here. And they're not really rare. I mean, they're somewhat harder to find, especially complete, with the leather strap on there, the leather carrier, because a lot of times it would be missing because obviously it probably would have dry rotted and crumbled away. But like I said, this is the same type. You see they got the canvas holders there for the strap, for the leather strap to basically weave through. But I got this one here I paid $10 for, and this one right here, let me see, bear with me. I got this one here actually at a military show. This one I paid $35. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a cup, but so look for these right here, especially with the leather strap, the leather carrier, because they're somewhat harder to find complete. So that's just something to look for there. These Calvary canteen covers. Moving on here, I've got this. This is a really neat looking cover. This is the only one like it that I have. It's actually made in 1945, and it's actually got a laundry number there, R3659. And this one here, if I can get this out of here, I guess I should have been more prepared, but look down in there. Just bear with me a second, but see that reddish color? Could that be rust, or could it be blood, or somebody spilled something in there? If you think about it, all this gear and stuff, I mean, some of the stains could be dried blood. I mean, you never know. You hate to, I guess, think about that, but it would kind of add to the history of the piece, but it would be hard to prove, what happened and if it really was blood. But just thought that was kind of interesting there, and I'm grateful it's got a laundry number, so maybe I could research a soldier possibly. Moving on here, I've got this really nice canteen cover. It's overall in pretty good shape, 1945. And let me take this out of here. Actually, bear with me. Sorry about the noise. Might have to turn the volume down on me. But, this one here, let me find it. Where's it at? Sometimes I gotta read on my tag. That's why I always tag my stuff. Okay, this one I thought was interesting because it's got a name tag on here. It says Carry, and it's Huff, like cough, but with H-O-U-G-H. And the same thing is right here on the cup. Carrie Huff. Now, it could be a man named Carrie, but it sounds like a woman, so I guess maybe there's a chance that this was a canteen that was used for Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. You know, I'm not sure, but I always like to find named items because you just never know who might have owned these pieces we collect. But still kind of cool, you know. Right here, this is an interesting cover. This is called a British P44, and there's actually a British-made canteen with cup that is very hard to find that would go along with this. And also, you see, this is the OD7, the green color. If you can find an OD3, which is the khaki color, those are desirable and hard to find as well. But I got this at actually a flea market. If I can get this out of here. I got this at a flea market last year, and I like the color of the cup. It's kind of a, you know, a different color. You know, it's got like a blue color to it, I guess, which some of it's wearing out on the bottom, but I thought that was interesting. I always like to find stuff that's just out of the norm, you know what I mean? It's just different looking. Same thing, if you can tell, this canteen is almost a whitish color. It's almost like it's been bleached or something. I'm not sure what happened to it, obviously, but this set here I actually got for 15 bucks, which was a good deal. I'm thankful to be able to have that. And it's actually dated 1943, right down there. This right here is a really interesting canteen and cover. This right here I got off eBay, and I got to be kind of careful with the cover because you see it's got a hole worn out, and actually, see, this came off here. I'm going to have to reattach it, but see, it's 1917 canteen cover, and it's got some stenciled markings on there. And I got this off eBay, and I paid $21 total for it. Now what's cool is the owner, the person selling it gave me some back history, and they included this with it. This canteen belonged to Frank J. Morton. He was a corporal. Serial number 917930, Company D, 409th Telegraph Battalion, SC, and then, AEF, from the 10th of June 1918 to 14th of April 1919. And it says he was born on March 15th, 1889. I guess that's Pennsylvania. Served 3 years in the 14th Cavalry prior to World War I. So that is some awesome back history with this canteen and the cover. I wish it had the cup, that is just so awesome to be able to have that to go along with it. That's kind of stuff that just gets me so excited about collecting. So I'm thankful for that. Moving on here, let's see. This one is actually, a lot of times these canteens were etched. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's got HEB, and then it says B77X1. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but then on the cap here, it looks like 18, and then it's so hard to see, B11 or B77. I'm not sure what that means, but it's still interesting to find some kind of a marking on this thing. Could be a unit marking or whatever. I paid 15 bucks for this set, so I think I did good on that. That was cool. Moving down here, sorry, it's going to be a lengthy video. I hope you guys will watch the whole thing. I'm trying to move along. Let's see. I should have been, I guess, more prepared. But this canteen's cool because it's got J. Houston etched in there, if you can see it. I was trying to focus. J. Houston. Another named canteen. Got this one for, well, it says between $10 and $15, so I didn't know the exact amount, but somewhere in that range. But so that was cool, Mr. Houston. This right here I'm excited about. This is a World War II Marine canteen cover. It's got the dog ear flaps on there. This is the only one I have like this. And I got this from the same man that I got this canteen here from at the military show I went to earlier this year. And this one is a Porcelain Canteen. You know, they didn't make these very long, I think about a year or two. They're not rare, but if you can find one in good shape like this one, then, you know, overall good shape. Now, these are somewhat more desirable. You know, different companies made them. Stated 1942. But you see, it's got the flat cap on there. If you can see the difference. See, this one is the normal one. The plastic one's got the indentation in the top. But see, this is the flat cap here. And I'm grateful to be able to pick this up. We gave $35 for it, which I think was a good deal. Always looking for more of those. There's actually another canteen that's rare that I really want. It's called an Ethicel. It's like almost like an orangish khaki color, and it's like a plastic type material that didn't make very many of them for very long. So I'm on the hunt for one of those. I see them going for over $100 on eBay, but I'm hoping for a better price than that one day. Moving on here, the reason I've got this on the table here is because look at that. Look at that staining on there. I just wonder, could that be blood? I mean, it could be rust, but just look at the color. You know, I'm just wondering, is that blood? What do you guys think? Is it just rust or discoloration, or would you say it's blood? I mean, who knows? It's got a reddish, you know, tint to it, which, you know, blood, I know, dries darker. But let me know what you think about that one. I gave $10 for it, so that's nice. Moving on here, I've got another porcelain, you know, enamel canteen. And this one's got some, you know, some chips on them and everything. That was part of the problem why they were done away with, because it would get in the water and everything. I paid $20 for this. I got it on a pick, went to somebody's house and got this. But you see, this one's got the normal, you know, the regular plastic cap on the top, compared to the other one. You know, this one's got the flat cap on the top. But still a good deal. I'm grateful to have another porcelain enamel canteen. Moving on here, I really like this canteen. And honestly, the reason I like it is because, I mean, it's so salty. Just, you know, the texture and the look of it. I mean, it's really, really salty canteen. And it's early war, 1942. And I mean, this thing, you know, could have been in the Pacific somewhere, or I guess in Europe maybe. But I just like the way it looks and feels. It's got some sandish texture, dirt kind of mixed in there, if you can see that. But it's really, really salty canteen, and I'm grateful I was able to pick this one up. Gave $10 for it. Moving on here, I've got, this is the, I've only got, I think, one or two Korean War canteens in my collection. But see, this one's made by Miro, 1952. And this one, look at this thing. This thing is bloated. You see that? It's, something has gotten inside of it and caused it to swell. I don't know if water froze in there or some other, you know, material, liquid or chemical or whatever. But I got it for $13, and I just had to have the thing. I think it's really cool, and it's really strange that it would swell like that. Moving on here, I went to an estate sale maybe 2 or 3 months ago and picked this up. This is a really beat up canteen, and what's cool about it is the cup. Check this out. This soldier, he etched all the countries that he visited. I can't even pronounce some of them. Iceland. Then you got, it says it was stolen from Hugh Knott. Now I actually got this from the estate of the son, and the son was in the military also. I think he was in the 70s. But you know, this man, my understanding is, some soldiers would put this stolen from their name on there just in case somebody else ended up with it. It could be returned to the rightful owner. I mean, who knows? But it's actually got Knott right there etched on the handle also. But check this out. It says England, France, Belgium, Germany, and then, like I said, you know, Iceland and a couple other countries. So, I mean, it'd be really interesting. I wish I could find out some more history of what this man might have, what unit he might have served with. I did a little history before, but honestly I forgot a little bit about what I was able to find. But so that would be really cool if I could find, you know, his name on a roster or something. And lastly, I've got this canteen here, and check this out. Let me get in the light. It says Andy Holland, Mulholland, Andy Mulholland, and then it says Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you can see that. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thought that was pretty cool, you know. And this one here I gave $10 for. And what does that say? And it's actually got something carved into it. Where's it at? Sometimes, like I said, I got to read over what I write on the description so I can remember stuff. Bear with me a second. I'm trying to find it. Well, anyways, it's got something etched on here. A lot of times, you know, they didn't etch it really deep, so it's kind of scratched more than, you know, etched. But anyways, it's got a little bit of information on here, if I could find it, but I don't want to hold you guys up. But anyways, I know it's been kind of a longer video. I'm going to wrap it up. Just some of the more interesting canteens from my collection. You never know what you're going to find. You just got to keep getting your name out there, letting people know what you're looking for, and keep trying to find new places to visit. And like I said, I just appreciate all the support you guys give me, and sharing my channel, and liking, commenting. And I hope those of you who are watching would subscribe, because I'm always adding new items to my collection and making new videos. But anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be getting back to you later. Thank you.